Alright everybody, we're going to go ahead and do the next part of another bonus segment of my Super Mario Bros. 40th Anniversary Special, in which we're going to be playing Jeopardy! 2nd Edition on the PC. Let's get to it. Let's have ourselves a great game, shall we? I agree.
Hi, folks. I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's just take care of a little business, then we'll get to our game. Normal game, okay? So how many people out there? Type in your name, Player 1. Player 1, here's your buzz-in key. Let's do it. Come on.
From the Sony Pictures Studios, this is Jeopardy!
Here he is, the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thanks, Johnny. Welcome to another game of Jeopardy, everybody. The first round categories are as follows. That's a wrap. Legal stuff. Sports news. Shoes. Literature. And let's take a look at our final category. Animal groups. Let's get things underway. Player 1.
Animal Group 100.
A group of kangaroos or of Girl Scouts.
Player 1.
What's a troop?
Exactly.
Animal Group 200.
Leapin' lizards. A leap isn't a group of lizards, but of these felines that can't change their spots.
Player 1.
What are leopards?
Definitely.
Animal Group 300.
A group of hawks released by a falconer, or a group of actors performing in a play.
Player 1.
What is a cast?
Exactly.
Animal Group 400.
You might find a skulk of these animals near your hen house, trying to get in.
Player 2.
What are foxes?
Precisely.
Let's do shoes for 100.
This type of shoe has a slot in the strap across each vamp into which a coin can be inserted.
Player 1.
What is a penny loafer?
Exactly.
Shoes 200.
The lad who's the symbol of a line of Sherwin-Williams paints wears this type of shoes.
Player 2.
What are wooden shoes?
That's right. Pick again.
I'll try legal stuff for 100, please, Alex.
The Playboy Foundation gives awards named for this free speech amendment to the U.S. Constitution.
Player 1.
What is the first?
Exactly.
Legal stuff 200.
U.S. firms operating in the investment field have to answer to the SEC, this group.
Player 1.
What is the Securities Exchange Commission?
You're correct.
Legal stuff for 300, please.
A living one gives family members the right to end treatment of a dying person.
Anyone? Here's what we were looking for.
A will. Legal stuff 400.
Doctors, lawyers, and accountants protect against charges of professional error with this type of insurance.
Player 2.
What is malpractice?
Well done. Yes.
Let's do literature for 100.
In this Bram Stoker novel, Jonathan Harker overhears the word Vrolok and finds out it means vampire.
Player 1.
Dracula.
Exactly.
Literature for 200.
Tales of a Wayside Inn was modeled in part on these Chaucer tales.
Player 1.
What are the Canterbury Tales?
That's right. You know your literature.
I'll take literature for 300.
The Hugo Award for this type of fiction honors Hugo Gernsback, who coined the term.
Player 3.
What is science fiction?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Let's do sports news for 100, Alex.
This African-American tennis star's memoir, Days of Grace, was published after his death in February 1993.
Player 1.
Who's Arthur Ashe?
You're correct.
I'll take sports news for 200.
In 1 year, the Patriots and this New York football team both had Bill Parcells as their coach.
Player 1.
Who are the Mets?
No. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Anyone? Player 2?
What are the Jets?
Exactly.
The other one.
How about That's a Wrap? For 100, please, Alex.
They're the embalmed cloth-wrapped bodies of ancient Egypt. Some of them were daddies.
Player 1.
What are mummies?
That's it, exactly.
That's a wrap, 200.
For breakfast, this Mexican dish contains scrambled eggs, chorizo, and beans wrapped in a tortilla.
Player 1.
What's a burrito?
Exactly.
That's a wrap, 300.
Answer? The Daily Double. Did you make your wager, please?
All right, we know the drill.
15 to 21 feet long, it wraps around the body of a woman in India.
Player 1.
What is a sari?
Right you are.
I'll take, that's a wrap for 400.
In 1947, this company introduced its aluminum foil wrap.
Player 1.
What is Reynolds?
Exactly.
That's a wrap for 5.
These clothes wrap up an infant so he can't move.
Player 1.
What are swaddling clothes?
Definitely.
Animal groups, 500.
An assembly of plovers, or an assembly of churchgoers.
Player 1.
What's a congregation?
You're in fine form, so pick again.
Let's see if we can sell 500.
This states Proposition 227 of 1998, opposed bilingual education.
Player 2?
What is Louisiana?
No, that's not right. Sorry. Anyone at all? Player 3.
What is California?
Exactly.
Literature for 400?
Albion House in the town of Marlow is the place where she finished writing Frankenstein.
Player 1.
It's Mary Shelley.
That's it, exactly.
Literature for 500, please.
The line A Dozen Hurons Fell by a Discharge from Chingachgook and his band is from this last Cooper novel.
Player 1.
What's the last of the Mohicans?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Shoot 300.
These boots, named for a British general, became popular during the Napoleonic Wars.
Is that it? Anyone? Player 2?
What are Cornwallis boots?
No. I'm sorry. Anybody? Player 3?
What are Wellington boots?
Right you are.
Shoes for 400, please.
Miranda, Spectator, and D'Orsay are types of this slip-on women's shoe.
Player 2?
What is the pump?
Absolutely. Pick again.
I'll try sports news. For 300.
In 1997, Scotty Bowman of this Detroit hockey team became the only coach in the NHL with 1,000 wins.
Player 1.
For the Red Wings.
Yes.
Sports news 400, please.
This Chicago Bulls player set an NBA record by leading the league in rebounds for 6 straight years.
Player 1.
Who's Dennis Rodman?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Sports news 500, please.
This British sport, using a bat and a ball, is popular in Jamaica, the Bahamas, and Trinidad and Tobago.
Player 1.
Who's cricket?
You're in fine form, so pick again.
Here's the final answer on this board.
This flat shoe normally has a cloth upper and a flexible rope sole.
Player 2?
What is an espadrille?
Exactly. That's the end of the Jeopardy round. Let's take a look at the scores.
Building up a huge lead, Player 1. Player 2, you're not too far off the lead. You're in last place, Player 3, but you get to start things off in Double Jeopardy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Double Jeopardy. Here are the categories for the Double Jeopardy round.
World history. Groups. Tense in the Bible. African capital. Classical composers. And completing the board, our category is TV and movies.
Let's go for classical composers. For 200, please.
His period of work between Eroica and Symphony No. 8 is known as his heroic decade.
Player one.
Who's Beethoven?
Exactly.
Classical composer 400, please.
A Freemason, this Austrian sprinkled references to masonry in his Masonic cantata and the magic flute.
Player one.
Who's Mozart?
Absolutely. Pick again.
Classical composer 600, please.
When his Madama Butterfly opened at La Scala in 1904, it was greeted with hisses.
Player one.
Who is Scallion?
Ooh, sorry.
No.
Is that it? Anyone? What we were looking for was this.
Como Puccini. Okay. Classical composer 600, please.
For the 1910 season, Sergei Diaghilev commissioned him to score a ballet based on the Firebird.
Player one.
Igor Stravinsky.
Exactly.
Classical composer 1000.
This Venetian's first works date from the early 18th century during his years as violin master at a girls' orphanage.
Player one.
Who is Antonio Vivaldi?
Correct. Pick again.
I think a couple 200, please.
Algiers.
Player one.
What's Algeria?
Right. Keep going. You control the board.
Capital 400, please.
Khartoum.
Player one.
What's Sudan?
Exactly.
Capital 600, please.
Rabat.
Player one.
What's Morocco?
Right you are.
African capital 800, please.
Nairobi.
Player one.
What's Kenya?
Exactly.
African capital 1000, please.
Kampala.
Player one.
What is Uganda?
Definitely.
Let's take groups for 200, please.
As a teen, you may feel their pressure. As the accused, they will make up your jury.
Player one.
For your peers.
Exactly.
Groups 400, please.
One of these groups may be pep or firing.
Player one.
The squad.
That's correct.
Let's take group 600, please.
Answer? The Daily Double. Did you make your wager, please?
I'll bet it all.
From Middle English for a pack of animals, it's a disorganized mob that may have a rouser.
Player one.
What's a rebel?
No.
Oh, what?
I'm sorry. This is the correct
Rabble!
question.
Oh, I was getting that wrong.
It's another term for truck drivers from the time when their horsepower came from teams of horses.
Player two.
What are teamsters?
That's right. Pick again.
I'll try tents in the Bible. For 200, please, Alex.
According to Genesis chapter 13, verse 12, Lot pitched his tent toward this city near Gomorrah.
Player one.
What is Sodom?
Exactly.
Group 1000.
Young families started after World War II produced this boom phenomenon.
Player one.
What is baby boom?
Definitely.
This is level 400, please.
Numbers chapter 19, verse 14 says, If a man dieth in his tent, everything in it and all who enter are unclean for this many days.
Player one.
What's 100?
Oh, regrettably, no. Anyone? This is the correct
7.
question.
Way too many. Tens of level 600.
This apostle from Tarsus was a tent maker by trade.
Player two.
Who was Paul?
Correct. Pick again.
Let's go with world history. For 200, please, Alex.
When Ferdinand VII died in 1833, his 3-year-old daughter Isabella II ascended this country's throne.
Player one.
What is Spain?
Exactly.
World history 400, please.
In 1191, this lion-hearted king of England captured Cyprus and Acre during the Crusades.
Player one.
Who's Richard?
Right you are.
World history 600, please.
This dictator's last battle was his defeat of Pompey's sons at Munda in 45 BC.
Player three.
Who was Julius Caesar?
Absolutely. Pick again.
I'll try TV and movies for 200, please.
This Marx brother honked, whistled, and gestured. In fact, he did everything but talk.
Player 3.
Who is Harpo?
He's the one we were looking for. Yes.
TV and movies for 400, please.
Though he's acted on screen, as in Tommy, his first Oscar win was for a song in The Lion King.
Player 1.
Who calls John?
Absolutely. Pick again.
TV movie 600, please.
The only Partridge child whose real first name and character name were one and the same.
Player 1.
Who's Danny?
That's it exactly.
TV movie 800, please.
In this comedy, Woody Allen discovers that a hooker, played by Mira Sorvino, is the mother of his adopted son.
Player 1.
What is Mighty Aphrodite?
You're in fine form, so pick again.
Movies 1000.
In 1979, this TV sitcom got a new setting and a new title, Archie Bunker's Place.
Player 1.
What's All in the Family?
Exactly.
Fizzle Bottle 800.
Answer? The Daily Double.
Could you make your wager, please?
800.
When asked, "Where is Sarah, thy wife?" he replied, "In the tent."
Player 1.
Who is Abraham?
Exactly.
Fizzle Bottle 800.
His son Ham discovered this ark builder drunk and naked in his tent.
Player 1.
Who's Noah?
Exactly.
World History 800, please.
In 1584, William I of Orange was assassinated in this Dutch city, known for its blue and white pottery.
Player 1.
What is Delft?
You're correct.
And now to finish off the round.
This battleship, on which the World War II Japanese surrender terms were signed, saw combat during the Gulf War.
Nobody? What we were looking for was this.
That's what I was thinking, but oh well.
Let's see how all the players are doing after the Double Jeopardy round.
Player 1, you've got the lead going into Final Jeopardy. Player 2, you're not too far off the lead. Don't count yourself out, Player 3.
It's time for Final Jeopardy. I'll read the category and then give you a few seconds to consider your wager.
Historic names.
All right, go ahead. Make your wager. Player 3, could we have your wager, please? Player 2, your wager, please. Player 1, please make your wager. The Final Jeopardy answer is as follows. Good luck, everyone.
As a teenager, this dictator tried to get into the Academy of Fine Arts in Vienna, but failed twice.
All right, let's see how everyone did.
Your question, Player 3. Sorry, that's incorrect. How much did it cost you? Player 2, your question. Sorry, that's incorrect. How much did it cost you? Player 1, your question. That's right. And your wager was?
Congratulations to our winner, Player 1.
Right, $10,000 over the king.
Thanks for playing Jeopardy. Hope you had a good time. So long, everybody.
Hi, I'm Johnny Gilbert. Let's set things up before we begin our game.